I had all these tools, so I was trying to do this high tension wire. And I just don't think I need it. I don't think I need it for this. And my posts, hand dug, hand packed, just wasn't working. We gotta clean this up. That's fun. I need to roll out the fence down, but it's 72 inches wide. That tree's gonna be in the way. This is gonna be fun. This is the problem with my workflow. Is I'm not careful and I just hit that post and now it's out and now I have to go waste time to put it back in. Like I said, this is not a channel about how to do things. Good enough for government work. I shouldn't have rolled that out last night to try to protect it, the garden. It wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it at all. Extra work, extra time. So, this property was left abandoned, vacant, whatever you want to call it, for almost a little over 4 years. So it was a working goat and horse farm at one point. Trying to get back to at least goats eventually. Yeah, there's just lots and lots of stuff that needs to be fixed. It's only 77, but it feels hot. Didn't hydrate enough last night, that's for sure. And here's the black wire that's tying it all together. It kind of masks in the grass, can't find it. How we're gonna get past the tree, I don't know. So last night there was many mistakes. Many mistakes. Some lessons learned. Hopefully we'll apply lessons learned here. I'm gonna kind of overlap over this though. So we gotta stand this up. We gotta nail it. We want to make sure that one, we're on the guide wires this time, and two, we hug the ground as much as possible. Three, we at least nail it straight to start off with and get the same amount of rungs. This could prove to be difficult, but well, it's going to prove to be difficult because I'm doing it. Okay, I think I'm going to hammer here. At least get a tack up. One. Well, that is closest to the ground as possible. Now we are going downhill, ever so slightly. I don't know if it's actually ever so slightly, but slightly. So I read, yeah. Now, I watched another YouTuber and they said you don't want to make the staples too tight because it might snap the wire. I already learned that lesson last night, so yeah, don't do that. Also, another YouTube channel specifically on just teaching about fencing. The staples you're supposed to rotate. They shouldn't be in the green. I've already messed that up. So you should have them like, you know, on an angle, like on 45. Because they kind of curl out supposedly. All the things I didn't do. Time to pull. So I have a feeling it's gonna pull a lot, just because how wrinkled it is. Once we get stood up. So I'm thinking I might cut it like right here. I don't know how much it really matters, but it's definitely gonna pull. So then we're gonna move the tractor behind the screen here, and hopefully today we'll be able to actually pull pretty straight. Last year I got stung twice by a hornet's nest. Once here on property, and then once in an army training. And now I've got some PTSD when it comes to freaking hornets flying past me. Gives me the creeps. Not saying I'm scared, but I'm kind of scared. So I was in Maryland for officer candidate training, phase 3, the culminating event, they would say. We're out there in the field doing platoon level exercises, tactics, platoon on platoon, and I was the weapons squad leader. So the heavy weapons squad leader, so all your 240 Bravos, your machine guns, those 7.62 caliber machine guns, and then also we put the SAWs, the squad automatic weapon, the M249s over there. And we had to go around a body of water, and kind of a river that kind of, how do you say, narrowed to where a road was. And so we had a very, how do you say, funneled piece of land that we can actually cross, because we can't cross through the water. I mean, if we were rangers, we could have, but we're just officer candidates at that point. The enemy knew that that was our most probable course of action, to come through there, and they were very much prepared for us. The attack ensued, and we were doing pretty well. We actually kind of were pushing them back. You know, violence of action, as the Army always says, and we were doing very well. And I was trying to take my squad up to attack the flank. Yeah, I know, heavy weapons flanking, but shit happens. Nonetheless, I'm now low crawling between 2 impact craters. Why is there impact craters? I don't know, but it kind of looks like impact craters. This could have been actually an old area that did have impacts actually, but nonetheless, I'm crawling to this impact crater, try to get in there to get some good hard cover to then lay down a base of fire for my advancing squads. And as I was low crawling, my ACH, my helmet, just dug right into a hornet's nest. And the hornets just went poof and just surrounded my head. And they're inside my helmet. I had gloves just like this. They're inside the gloves. They're stinging me. They're stinging my ear. I hit like this to get them off, but they're like clumped, like stinging me. And so they got inside my glove, and I took off my glove then, and then I hit them then, and my hand's getting hit. I'm getting hit so much, and I'm screaming now, because just a month before I got hit here only a couple times, and I kind of swelled up pretty bad. I took some Benadryl and I was okay, but I only got hit like 2 or 3 times. I got hit, they counted 35 times I got hit. I got hit down up my arm, in my neck, and behind the neck. I got hit in my forehead, because the helmet actually protected the rest of my head. But I was screaming, medic, medic. The officer that was in charge of us comes running over, and he's trying to help me to get to the medic, because I'm just freaking out, absolutely freaking out. And yeah, my classmates were telling me that they saw me look like Charlie Brown running through the forest, of just me running through the forest left or right, and they just see this swarm of hornets just following me. And they followed me all the way back to the medic's tent, a good, I would say 500 meters away, maybe a little bit more. It was definitely, and I was getting stung all the way in the medic's tent. Oxygen level decreased. I was actually down in the 80s for oxygen level, which for a grown man is not good. It's a better story if I actually had evidence, but good times. So this time, I'm gonna try to have the ground wire underneath the puller so that we can pull nice and tight to the ground. Lesson learned. This definitely is not like a fast way of stretching wire. I will be so happy when this project is done now. And that's why I guess I'm putting up fence line, even though the fence is not all done. We still got one whole side and then a quarter of a side. You know, in my mind, if I can get something up, it'll make me feel accomplished enough to suffer through the rest. And actually I can get all the fencing that I can get up, I can get up today. It'll motivate me for the rest of the day and tomorrow to do the fence posts. And then we got to build gates. Never built a gate before, but you and I, we're gonna do it together. I think if we're gonna continue working out here, we need like a water jug. Getting dehydrated. I guess I didn't need that many. Don't know if it makes sense, but I did the tree and the tractor. The tree for the actual real anchorage and the tractor for the angle, I believe. Let me go check everything. Okay, we're almost done. I know you guys haven't seen a lot of this. Things you shouldn't do. Walk underneath the tension straps. Things I do. Walk on the tension straps. Whew. So, this is what we got. We got going here. You can see I got this one left and this one. So, the elevation change is starting to prove difficult, and it is definitely chicken wire, so drawing it very taut is hard. I think we've done a decent job. It's better than yesterday, that's for sure. We're pulling further and it's a whole lot less wavy, except for up here, but a little bit wavy there in the corner. These fence posts from Lowe's and pressure treated pine, and some of these are really starting to split when I nail them. I don't know, that's common. And it's pretty straight right now. So the thing is, here's the last post. Now, do I tighten it a little bit to try to get this wave out? Do I just move it down? I don't know. So the dilemma is, am I putting too much on here? In some areas I'm starting to cut the PVC too, so honestly I think that's just gonna have to be, it's gonna have to be it. I mean, it's not horrible. Ain't the best, but don't be too harsh on me. I'm just a one guy. Well, I guess almost every other YouTuber is one guy too, but at least when they start out. Do we try to do it a little bit taut more in there or not? Or do I call it a day? Well, it's not really a day, but do I call this project done and not ruin it in the very last second? Do you make the pit stop with only 5 laps left to go? Or do you keep on going? My hammer skills are getting better though. I'm gonna be an expert. Don't get ahead of yourselves. I wonder if there's a thing about pulling from high to low or low to high. I almost have a feeling you should pull low to high. This is weird. I just did something wrong. Oh gosh, yeah, you can see. So look, you can see right here. I don't know, but it's pulled taut. So I definitely have over tightened it. That's why it's short. You guys want to take a tour real quick, I guess? See the finished product? Okay. We've got lots of editing to do, but chicken wire, you can see the little bit of waves. You can see a little bit of waves, but look, watch. Barely can even see it. Barely can see it. I forget how far this is. I think this is about 80 feet. Damn fly on here. It's gonna keep the deer out, hopefully. And then the key thing about this is, since we are in a wooded zone, it's about easily replacing and repairing. And I feel like that's what this is. Easy replacing and repairing. That's the next fence line. And that's about 100 feet-ish that we got to pull. That's the next one. Now, I think I'm gonna pull from the low spot up to high this time. That's what I think. That's that. Yeah, about 2 hours to do all that. Well, you can see this is, oh, this is kind of pulled. Interesting. Where's my hammer? There we go. There's gonna be a gate. I need this to be sturdy. Might have to come back here with the tamping bar. It's amazing how little tension's on that bottom wire now, because I got overstretched, I guess. But yeah, 2 hours, 80 feet, by yourself, not bad. Only the second fence pull of my life. I mean, this bottom part looks horrible, but you know, lessons learned. You can definitely tell it's even this part, this top wire is sloping down because we were pulling from the down. We were pulling the entire thing down. We need to figure out how to pull even and across. That's the issue. That's definitely the issue. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Come back for next time where you learn not to do everything I'm doing and hopefully do it better than me. As always, check you guys in the next video.